From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Purdy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage deep.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, 43, 15. Hero, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Down the right sideline. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
43.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The Chiefs at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 15. Color. Come back.
Mahomes now to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Then he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Up the middle. It's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find Gray here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff working right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A nice job here getting the tight end involved. He's going to line up on the inside, and then off of play action, he's going to test the secondary by running a corner route. His outside receiver takes all the attention deep, and then he'll just find the open space, and he pulls the ball in.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
With his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 13 overall. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Niners 14, Chiefs nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
43!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
15!
Now here's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 43.
On first down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Yellow, yellow.
Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah.
And now here's another interception.
Still going inside the 20.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0.
21. Chiefs, nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Purdy off the play fake.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Danny Gray
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like...
And now here is another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Wait. Hey, 57. Come back.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 51 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Open man right side is Rice. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 57, colors, 57 colors. Right side.
Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
61 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he stopped immediately there.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray.
47 yards.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chiefs 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
54-yard attempt.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it.